Snacks are best saved for later.
With Jay Zawaski.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
And Rick Camp.
Out of the mist came a beast more stomach than man.
Welcome into another edition of the I'm Fat podcast, brought to you by our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, Fredo's Culinary Kitchen, and Nick and Ivy Brewing. I am Rick Camp alongside fellow fat Jay Zawaski, who looks like he's giving signs while at third base.
Get ready.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
ready for softball.
You were already like tipping the brim of the cap, pushing back the glasses. Like I can only assume one of those is a squeeze or one of those is the indicator at least.
Yeah. Well, now that they're older, we'll have to start using signals. We had one coach in our league last year that used signals, and it was very easy to figure out that anytime Nick was sending a girl, he would just wipe his chest. I'm like, that's a signal. When he does that, they're stealing. He's like, come on. I'm like, dude, you've got like 2 moves. You got to be better at it than that.
Yeah, I have to be slightly better than Zach Greinke. You see the Greinke stuff where he's like, curveball.
Yes, that would be a better strategy. They still kicked our ass because they were full of 18-year-olds, but it's fun. It's neither here nor there. How are you, my friend? We're getting close, buddy.
I know we're within a month.
We're less than a month away from wedding day. The bachelor party is Friday. So next episode,
Saturday,
we're going to have some, Saturday. Thank you. We're going to have some bachelor party thoughts, but we'll save that for then. We've got plenty to get to today.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited for it. We know we've got plans.
We do.
I was about to say where we're going and stuff. And I'm like, I trust our people generally, but that's something I probably don't need to do right now.
Yes. But if you want to be like beloved podcast listener William Gifford, who every now and again throws $20 in our I'm Fat Pod Venmo.
Oh,
you want to throw a couple bucks towards Rick's bachelor party? Feel free. We're at I'm Fat Pod on Venmo. If you want to throw us $5, $10, if everybody listening did that, we're going to have one hell of a bachelor party for Rick.
And Russ is asking for a live podcast from the bachelor party.
No, I'm not working. Nope.
That's 1, not working. 2, that is incredibly dangerous considering the people that are going to be there.
Yeah, that won't be happening. But yeah, we will not be doing that. I actually thought about, we're going to see Tom Segura at the United Center. And I was thinking about like, well, the Hawks have a late game. Maybe I'll just go work after the concert. No, we won't be doing that. I'm taking my day off.
Nice.
And I am enjoying Rick Camp to the fullest.
Thank you. You mean you don't want to go do a post game show for West Coast Blackhawks hockey and in early March?
No, I don't. Against the Anaheim Ducks, I'm good. Anyway, before we get to the meat of the show, the fogo de showing of the show, make sure you are following us on socials at I'm Fat Pod, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Blue Sky. We are on YouTube, youtube.com/I'm Fat Podcast. If you're watching us live right now, we appreciate that. Hit that like button for us. Make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube page as well. And if you're not watching us live, watch us later and still hit that like button and subscribe to the YouTube page.
Can you bring up the newest comment? If you're watching live on YouTube, you can watch me point and laugh at this comment. The comment is Bernstein going to be there?
Well, we invited him.
No.
Danny Parkins was at my 40th. The least you could do is tolerate.
Right.
But, he would pop for. Actually, no, he wouldn't.
Well, I mean, let's put it this way: I wouldn't rule it out if I had invited him. That he would show up. He would show up.
He would. He would bring like reduced price chicken for everybody. Here, I got this at the Jewel.
Or oh God, what was the wine?
Oh, God.
When we went to his house, he was like, here's this number from, I don't even remember
Why
anymore.
can't I think of this?
Yeah, it was so
I've
ingrained.
heard it so many times.
It's probably a great sign because it means it's not ingrained in our head anymore.
I just looked it up. Discount wine company.
Bernstein wine. Bernstein discount wine was, I don't know. If I heard it, I'd be like, yes, that. But no.
I don't remember.
It's okay.
Anyway,
fine. If it's probably a great sign for us because it means we've been away from that place for long enough.
I feel like it's a man's name.
It is. I know it is.
Someone will know it. Someone's going to know it in the chat, and we won't tell you. We should do this more often, by the way, in the front of the show. If you want to get in touch with us, Email us, imfatpod@gmail.com. We've got the voicemail number 708-858-3314. Leave us a message. We got no messages for Ask a Fat today on the phone. A bunch of voicemails or a bunch of emails, so we'll get to those. I want to start with something.
Hughes.
Cameron Hughes.
Yes,
Thank you, Dr.
good call.
Gasket. Good job.
Something Hughes.
I talked to Cameron this weekend. This batch is unbelievable.
It's a robust cab, which I don't even know what that means.
I don't know.
I'm not a wine guy.
We tried something new at Taco Bell because every month they have something new.
Yeah.
The Birthday Cake Churros. And this is my daughter holding hers in the back seat.
Okay.
I got to say, man, this was pretty damn good.
I feel like they don't miss on dessert very often.
Not really. And I will warn everyone, if you do order these, give it a second.
Oh,
because I bit into birthday cake lava when I took, and I was driving.
Oh, that's not good.
So I was like, trying to, oh my God, it was awful.
Yeah.
But at first, this is going to sound strange. At first, I thought it tasted like Play-Doh, like the way Play-Doh smells.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Because I'm not huge on birthday cake flavored stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Ice cream, it just is very artificial. Like it is by design artificial.
Sure.
But I gotta say, the more of these churros I had, the better I liked them.
Okay.
They were pretty good. I'm not sure what the long-term plan is for the birthday cake churros at Taco Bell. But they're pretty good. Highly recommend. Very crispy. They clearly make them to order. They're not just sitting out all day. Good size. I would say not quite the US, what is it called? The rate field.
Yes.
Sized churros, but a good 8-inch, I would say.
Okay.
And got a nice sugary coating on them. They got little pieces of like red candy on them. I'll bring the picture up again. So everybody can see it again. But it was just I was very impressed by the quality of the churro provided by Taco Bell. So good job. Look forward to this being taken away in a month.
Yep. Taco Bell is Taco Bell, are they the Bears where it's like you get a blip of something good and then they immediately do something to screw that exact thing up?
It seems that way.
Okay.
Yes, it does. I can see where you're coming from with that. I do want
Taco
to say
Bears?
Though,
Chicago Bell?
Chicago Bears?
Yeah.
I like that. Or Chicago Bell.
Mm-hmm.
That works too. I want to say, by the way, we've been kind of bitching about the value at Taco Bell. I have found my new item, and it appears to be something that's going to stick around. This is the double stacked taco.
Okay.
So this is their new like offering for the double decker. So it is crunchy taco with a soft shell outside. Instead of connecting with beans, it's connected with like melted nacho cheese.
Okay.
Lettuce, tomato, tortilla strips, cheese.
Okay.
And meat, $1.99.
Really?
So I went there today, got 3 of those, and I got the Baja Blast Zero with the dirty cola cream in it.
Yeah.
And I hadn't tried the Zero yet. Also fantastic.
The
Please
Zero
don't
is
take
a
that
hero.
away. Yes. And that was $10. That was like an old school Taco Bell lunch, man.
Nice.
Yeah, large pop and 3 tacos for $10. That's the Taco Bell I remember.
That'll work.
Yeah, I recommend the double stack taco. It's definitely like a good amount of food too. Because if you were to get 3 hard shell tacos from Taco Bell, like, okay, that's an app.
Yeah.
But with the extra shell, the tortilla strips inside, and the tomato added to the lettuce and cheese, it's a good value. For $1.99, I was very pleased, and that's kind of my go-to. And Jorge in the chat says, it's still not the double decker. I agree. I very much miss the double decker. That was always my go-to. I'm wondering, and I'm going to ask them next time I'm there, like if I order and substitute beans for the nacho cheese, will they know that's what I mean? Because
that's a good question.
If you could do that, that would be the greatest thing they've ever offered.
Interesting.
Because the nacho cheese, it's fine. It just doesn't, like when you're getting a Taco Bell meat, it doesn't add a lot to the taste, really.
Sure. And they can't do like melted shredded cheese or whatever, because then you're getting into cheesy gordita crunch territory.
Exactly. And then you're getting in the $6 a piece territory.
Yeah, which I mean,
yeah, It's rough.
I'm gonna have to give this a try, because to get 3 of those for the cost of, basically cheesy gordita crunch,
Yeah.
it's worth it.
You know what? I am looking again. I don't think it has. It does not have tomatoes.
Okay, even better for me.
But I know you can add tomatoes for like 49 cents or whatever.
Per
crunchy
piece
taco
of tomato.
Right. Yeah. So it doesn't have tomato, but if that's a game breaker for you, it's still $1.99.
It's
so.
weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird.
That's what that's what the Supreme is. The Supreme is tomato and sour cream. That's what makes a taco Supreme and Taco Bell. So
right.
I usually will order Supremes and just say hold the sour cream, because I do like the tomato on there. But
okay,
it's the salad.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I had something left on the old cutting room floor from last week that I want to get to. And it was first Dave and Buster's experience in quite a while.
Okay. I've only been there to poop.
Like you wait, so you just went into one, found a bathroom, and just out?
No, we were in a jam. I believe.
What caused the jam? Do you remember?
We were leaving Rosemont for Athletes Unlimited, and I got to the car, pulled out. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get home I'm not gonna get to Homewood from Rosemont in enough time. So it wasn't an emergency, but I'm like,
it wasn't an emergency yet.
Correct, but it would have been. With any sort of delay, I would have been screwed. So I'm like, hey, Dave and Buster's, this place is cool. Off to the bathroom I go.
Yep. So that was probably the one that I was at.
Yeah. Rosemont. Yeah.
No, this was Woodfield.
Okay.
But either way, so we met Shannon, Steve, and the girls to just play some of the games and got food first. And I hadn't eaten at Dave and Buster's ever. So that was an interesting experience. One thing that I think is a very good value that they have there is on Mondays, they do unlimited wings for $23.99, and you get a $10 power card, which is basically $10 worth of credit to go play the games.
Okay.
So you're essentially getting unlimited wings for $14.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, which is very good deal. Now, tried a few of their different sauces, because Sam, Steve, and I all got this. We tried there was like a honey sriracha. We tried the original buffalo. I got the honey barbecue. Tried lemon pepper. For one thing, if that experience I had was an indicator of anything, don't get the dry rubs, because they don't put enough on.
Okay.
So that just go for a sauce. But the first plate they bring out to you, I'm figuring it's going to be like 6 or something, because it's an endless thing and blah, 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 blah. No, they bring you out like 10 or 12 wings to start. The honey barbecue, we all agreed, was the best flavor. Like the sweetness you wanted from a honey barbecue, but then just a little bit of a touch of heat.
Okay.
Nothing serious at all. Nothing that should scare anybody away. But just, just that little touch to kind of cut the sweetness a little bit. That was really the only sauce to truly write home about. But you get that, and you can add fries to it. And it's like a big helping of fries for, I don't remember the exact amount, but a reasonable amount. So I thought it was a very good value. Now, our service, and it was very slow in the food area, was not bad. It was horrific.
Oh,
like guy kind of messing up orders, having to really struggling with the POS that they had on the kind of tablet or whatever.
Piece of shit?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's the problem. If there's a big piece of shit on the tablet, it's hard to operate.
It's true. But I mean, this was repeating things 2 or 3 times. Took forever.
Was he new?
I don't know. But he was also I mean, he didn't have a ton of tables, but also we're where is this guy?
Yeah, I hate that.
It was very annoying.
Yeah.
One actual other thing that was very, very good food wise though, and who knows, maybe this was just a bad server and we just got a poor luck of the draw. for that day. The funnel cake fries.
Zero bad words there.
Right. They were awesome.
Oh, I would imagine so.
And like came with chocolate, came with caramel. We all kind of agreed the caramel was actually better than the chocolate in terms of dipping into for those. So I don't know if it was just something about just like whatever chocolate it was that they have, but the caramel was absolutely fantastic. It's funny, the girls wanted it, they ordered it, then they saw it, and they're at the age where it's like, I see it and it doesn't look really good. So no, thank you.
Yeah, I get that.
And we were like, oh no, the girls don't want the funnel cake fries. I guess we'll just have to eat them to make it feel like that, we're getting money's worth here.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So a lot of those went away quickly and they were very, very good. A little bit of crunch on them, just get that little bit and then the nice soft inside and dip those and they were heaven.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I will, I don't know why I've never been. I love video games.
I was gonna say, like, because was that part of was it your 40th that we like went to was it your 40th that we went to the arcade?
No, that was that my 45th?
Oh, was that your 45th?
Yeah.
I legit wasn't even trying to be a jerk there.
No, my 40th is when Sarah almost beat up Parkins.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
And I had no beard because I made a mistake.
Yeah. Okay. See, I was thinking that was like the earlier part of that day instead of like a separate day. So
no, you're thinking of Galloping Ghost, which I need to get back to. Hope's going out of town for a couple days. She's going down for Grandma Cookie's 103rd birthday.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. And Addie and I are going to have a weekend to ourselves, so maybe we can find some time to get to Galloping Ghost. That would be a lot of fun. But yeah, I've never been to a Dave and Buster's.
It's fun.
I do think too, like we've talked a lot about the food at Topgolf.
Mm-hmm.
How does it compare? Would you say Topgolf's food is significantly better?
I would say it's better.
Yeah.
I would say Topgolf better food overall. Still, I've only been that like one or two times to Topgolf. And this was the first time I've eaten at Dave & Buster's, so I may not be the best sample size here, but like I would just off of my memory, I would go with Topgolf, and they had a little bit more variety too. But
okay,
still, like considering you're not really there for the food primarily, but you could be. Like they have, especially upstairs in the more like adult area, where they have games and stuff that are more focused to adults. They also have like a big bar up there and like one of those like huge TVs. So like I was thinking, if you're looking for a place maybe slightly off the beaten path to go watch like tournament games or something, because we are about to hit March, that's an option.
Yes, we are about to hit March.
Yeah. One thing I didn't realize, not that it would have changed anything for the record, just didn't realize that the wedding is on the first Friday of the NCAA tournament. So
that's all right. That's why we have phones.
Right. Also, Also.
Basketball. Go Gonzaga. All right. I have a wing recommendation that I forgot to tell you about. Your recommendation reminded me, so I'll get to that next. Hit that like button if you haven't yet, and make sure you're subscribed to YouTube page. And if you're just listening on the podcast, we love you too. But check out the Facebook or the YouTube. We've got a lot of pictures we share, and we do it live every week. So if you haven't yet, check out the YouTube page, youtube.com/I'mFatPodcast. But we want to tell you about our friends at Fredo's Culinary Kitchen in Schaumburg, 628 South Roselle Road. That is the home of the I'm Fat food products. The burger, the grilled cheese, the pizza, it's all outstanding. Just like everything at Fredo's Culinary Kitchen in Schaumburg. 2-pound pizza slices, they're always coming up with new, pizza slice of the month, burger of the month, always tremendous. I still believe the I'm Fat burger is the champion of the monthly burgers, which is why it became a permanent menu item. So go try that. And if you're looking for personal chef services or catering, Fredo's is the best place in the Chicagoland area to get it. So go to fredospizza.com, look at the menu, look at all the catering and personal chef services, and then when you place your online order for the restaurant, make sure you use the code I'm Fat. You'll save 10% on your order every time at fredospizza.com. Again, that's Fredo's Culinary Kitchen in Schaumburg, 628 South Roselle Road. So Addie had her this weekend. Finally had her play. She had 3 acts of Midsummer Night's Dream. She played one of the fairies in the play, and before we went to see it, we went to Wiley's Grill, which is a Coyote Run golf course right across the street from Homewood Flossmoor High School. And they've got a little bar and grill, that's open during the summer, but they also keep it open during the winter. I talked about it a few weeks ago. I got the pot roast sandwich there.
Oh, yeah.
And it was great. So brother and sister-in-law come, a couple nieces showed up too. So ordered apps for the table. So we got a elote dip, which is like just corn and like the mayo, like all this on like a chips and salsa plate. I'll talk about that in a second. We got the mozzarella sticks, which are incredible there. But then we got the chicken bites, which the waitress recommended to us. They were like big boneless wings.
Okay.
And they were buffalo hot honey.
Oh.
They were awesome. They were so good. And I don't know if Wiley's is a place like if you're not from the Southeast Burbs or the South Burbs like I am, I wouldn't make a special trip for it. It's kind of your run-of-the-mill golf course bar and grill.
Okay.
But if you're in the area or you live out this way, like Homewood, Flossmoor, whatever, you got to try these chicken bites. I seriously thought about going back and getting them for lunch today. Wiley's Grill is at 800 Kedzie Avenue in it should be Flossmoor, but I guess it's technically Homewood for weird map, structure.
Yeah.
But try those. They're phenomenal, the chicken bites. But they've got like Pizza Tuesdays. They do fish fries every Friday, like during this time of year. It's a great place, great food. Really good apps, really good burgers. Can't go wrong if you're out this way at Wiley's Grill. But those chicken bites, because you got like sometimes with the hot honey, it can be a little much.
Yeah.
Like it's real sticky. It weighs it down.
And sometimes that flavor can like overtake.
Yeah.
Too.
So the buffalo cut it really nice, and they use kind of a thinner buffalo sauce.
Okay.
So on the plate, like there was a bunch of the sauce left, so you could dip fries or whatever you had in there.
Nice.
And it was just a perfect combination. Really well cooked, big meaty bites of chicken, and I think it was at least 10 pieces, significantly big pieces for like $12.99. Totally worth it for the amount of food we got. So
nice.
If you're into that, if you're out this way towards the Homewood area, Wiley's Grill again, 800 Kedzie Avenue in Homewood. Good stuff.
Nice. I had a surprise first taste of something today because I was at work and we're just trying to unbury from the weekend pretty much.
Yeah.
And one of my coworkers, Hannah, her husband was, I guess, just out running errands and was going to bring her lunch. And he asked, well, hey, does anyone want a meatball sub?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, yes, absolutely. I would like a meatball
Yes,
sub.
I
I
do.
didn't
Thanks
need
for
any other context. Just, do you want a meatball sub? Sure. And it'll
It's
be
my
brought
favorite
here.
song in Frozen.
So I had, so first of all, shout out to Scott, who's Hannah's husband, for bringing this wonderful meatball sub from Berto's Deli and Pasta Shop, 5004 Main Street in downtown Downers Grove. And like, if you think meatball sub in Chicago, I think that's pretty much what you imagine.
Yeah.
Like it's like 95 on the black.
That looks like 8 meatballs if I seem to be counting right, or 6 big ones.
I think it's 6 big ones.
Okay.
But yeah, like there's a very good, like you don't feel like you're getting cheated at any point in terms of getting a bite or too many bites where it's like just bread.
Okay.
And the bread was like the perfect consistency, like probably like a Toronto roll or something like that, where it's just like perfect.
I prefer
Like
a Vancouver roll.
Do you? That would seem very off brand.
Toronto, Vancouver.
Yeah, I know.
It was a high joke.
I get the joke, but you saying you prefer Vancouver in terms of pretty much anything.
The bun?
Anyway.
But just, like a meatball sub is very simple. It doesn't need to be anything crazy, but there was enough season. Like one thing that will get me and that I won't like is if like you get a bland meatball.
Yeah.
This was not a bland meatball.
Just like someone took ground beef and just balled it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, do something with it.
Yes. So like well seasoned, you get cheese, you've got, a quality marinara in there. Like it was, I hadn't had a meatball sub and I don't even know how long, but man, it really it hit a spot that I didn't know needed to be hit. So that's like, and so Scott was there and he's like, I know you got the podcast. He's like, so how do you rate this thing? Like out of 10. And I was like, well, I'm assuming, like, I'm not the biggest meatball sub connoisseur. So I'm like, I assume there is some otherworldly meatball sub out there that would be a 10.
Rubino's and Tinley.
Okay. I said this is like an 8.5 or a 9.
Okay.
So I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I would highly recommend anybody go grab one.
Birdo's.
So Birdo's, yes, 5004 Main Street in downtown Downers.
I'll say this about meatball subs too, because it's a delicate balance on those, because you can definitely make it too saucy.
Yeah.
Where you're just like covered in marinara.
And then you're worrying about the integrity of the actual bun.
Yes.
Which
The bun?
is something that I worry about. And that's why, like, I've never been someone that gets my Italian beef like full on baptized.
Yeah.
Because I need the integrity of the bun to still be there.
The bun?
I like the one where they dip the ends.
Yes.
I think that's dipped. Bona has like a weird system that I would sometimes I take issue with their
interpretation.
Like that's not dipped means dip it in. I don't know. They know better than I do. They've been doing it for a long time, but
right. Yeah. They need to call it just the tip if that's what it's going to be.
Yes, exactly. Charlie, the bacon fellow, says, have you ever had a meatball sub from Costco? I didn't know that was a thing.
No, I have not.
I've had the hot dogs, obviously. I've had the pizza from there.
Yep.
Hope tried the
cookie. Is wonderful.
The chocolate chip cookie. Hope tried the chicken bake.
Yep.
Which I'm glad I didn't, because it's Caesar. Did you know that?
Nope.
Yeah, it's like Caesar chicken, and I would not have liked that. She
Yeah.
loved it. Her and Addie loved them. But we might be hoping I might be going on a date tomorrow to the Bolingbrook Costco. So maybe I will check out the meatball sub. I had no idea that existed.
I'm overdue for a Costco trip. Every once in a while, like when we have a monthly meeting coming up, Brett and I will take a trip over there just to get pop or whatever supplies we need to feed 20 people. Sure. We'll generally get it there. But other than that, I don't really go to Costco, and I need to.
I will tell you too. I know what Charlie's talking about. I do know what okay, so I'm sorry. I was thinking it was from the cafeteria. So remember I've talked on the show before about like the taco kit they sell?
Yes.
So like you basically it's like a big cellophane rectangle, and it's got pre-cooked chicken, cabbage, salsa, crema, and then like 12 tortillas.
Bougie people would call those deconstructed tacos.
Correct. They do the same thing with a meatball sub where it's all prepared, and then I think you just throw it in the oven.
Gotcha.
Okay. I have not tried that. It is gigantic. Like it is huge, and that would be like Hope doesn't eat beef.
Yeah.
So that would be lost on her. So I probably would not try it unless someone else got it and I was at their party or whatever.
Sure.
But yes, okay. I know what Charlie's talking about. But that's what got me on that thought, Rick, is next time you're there, it's like in the meat department.
Mm-hmm.
Go check out those like pre-constructed meals.
Yeah.
They're great. And then also the rotisserie chickens are like $5.
That'll work.
I mean, that's dinner for two. Easy. We love doing that. You just grab the rotisserie chicken. Have you seen the guy on Instagram or TikTok who's got the QR code for the rotisserie chicken on his t-shirt?
No, that's really good.
So he's at Costco. He's like, scan me 5 times. And you're like, what? He's like, I don't want the ultraviolet lights on my chicken. Just scan my shirt.
Funny.
So it's this weird old guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, they scan his shirt. He's got the QR code for the rotisserie chicken on his shirt. Not David Schuster, the actual rotisserie chicken from Costco.
Who cares? So now I can't see. The problem is now that Sam and I are watching Balin Out Loud, I can't hear rotisserie chicken without thinking of her tick.
I know.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know. I feel weird about myself watching that show.
Well, okay. I think they strike the balance well of showing the serious aspects of Tourette's, but in their editing, they will also leave funny, either like funny in terms of content or funny timing ticks.
Yeah.
And clearly she is okay with it, which is like my big thing.
I mean, it's kind of the purpose of the show.
Right. It is the yeah, it's totally the purpose of the show of it's like, hey, she has fun with it while also being able to bring awareness to it. So I do appreciate that. And also that, like, you know, there'll be all this serious stuff and real life things going on. And then she'll just like have a random tick and they'll be like, so where'd that one come from? Huh? And she's just like, oh yeah. And then it'll just like giving the answer. And it's,
yeah, I saw there was one where she was watching the debates. So she kept saying like, F you JB to the cameraman or something.
Oh yeah. Yes. I know. It was so
here, Charlie sent a picture of the sub at Costco.
Whoa.
I don't know why he took such an odd photo of it. Like, did your dog take this photo? Like, what's going on? But we appreciate it. Look at all that provolone on there. Hot damn.
Yeah, that's
all right. This also feels like Jay and Addie's Weekend at Bernie's situation.
Yeah, it really does. It's
or
like
we don't answer to anyone.
Right.
What we eat.
You're gonna go to Galloping Ghost. You're gonna come home. You're gonna make that.
Yeah.
You're gonna either play video games or watch God knows what on TV.
Yes.
And call it a night. And I assume like after dinner, you're both just gonna be sitting on the couch, like with the half your hand in your on your belt loop. Yep.
100%. That is happening. Yes, that will definitely be happening. All right, let's do another quick ad break. Again, reminder, hit that like button for us if you're watching us on YouTube, and be sure to be subscribed as well. Hey, we could use a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify while you're at it as well. So please do that. And if you want to fund Rick's bachelor party at I'm Fat Pod on Venmo, we'll take any and all donations to make Rick's bachelor party amazing. We want to tell you about our friends at Mazda of Orland Park, right there on 159th Street in, Orland Park. MazdaofOrlandPark.com is the website. Lots of new and exciting models coming out from Mazda. There's some EVs coming out, some crossovers, all sorts of stuff. I don't know what my next Mazda is going to be, but when I get it, it's going to be from Mazda of Orland Park because, well, they pay us to do the show. And I love the two cars that I have, the 2022 CX-30, 2015 CX-5, both going strong. I'm at 76,000 miles on the CX-30 already.
Nice.
And we're well over 150,000 on the CX-5, and they both run like the day we bought them. And part of that is because of the great service that Mazda of Orland Park gives us every time we go. So check them out. Head out there to Orland Park, browse the showroom. If you have any questions, ask for our buddy Eric Vates, and he'll get you squared away. MazdaofOrlandPark.com. I had a little bit of a dilemma today.
Okay.
And if anyone was watching the CHGO Blackhawk show, they probably saw the shirt tug in full effect.
Okay.
So we've launched a line of St. Patrick's Day designed merch that we're trying to promote. So our social media team said, hey, Jay, wear your St. Patrick's shirt, so we can get some pictures and it'll be on set so we can advertise it. I am not in like summer t-shirt mindset yet.
Yeah.
Like I will say, when I wear a t-shirt at CHGO, I am very aware of how it fits me.
Okay.
I'm very aware of the colors. Like I don't wear light colors because it just makes, except white. White doesn't actually show the folds very much. But like a red or a green or like a light blue, every lump and every crease is amplified 1,000 times. And I can see myself on the screen the entire show. So I did some creative, like put my arm over my side or put the laptop over my gut or whatever it might be. I was fighting it today, man. Yeah. I was really feeling the fatness on the show today.
That's tough. Because then the thing is you have to worry about with arm placement. Then are you setting yourself up for failure in terms of pitting out?
That was a huge
Because
concern. Like,
if you're more pinned to your side, then then the pitting out becomes an issue and you have to think about that ahead of time. So I understand the struggle. And then like one thing that I know everybody, especially when you guys first started, is the not having any sort of table or anything for the laptop, which is tough.
Yeah.
It's very tough. And actually that can lead perfectly into my next thing.
well, I've been crusading to have us have a table. Like since we started, and we do have Studio C is partially built. So it should be ready soonish. We just got to get cameras and everything for there.
Nice.
That does have a desk.
Cool.
So that's exciting. So
okay,
because like wood.
You totally understand the concept behind the set.
Yeah,
You want it to be casual and whatever, but like, yeah, not having a spot to like put a laptop down is a little rough.
I do have a little like side table next to me that I'll put it on sometimes, but it has also become a good gut barrier for me. I use it to hide stuff. Got the bigger laptop this time around. Next time I'll just have like a big screen TV on my stomach.
Right.
Like a 70-inch.
So for me this week, we had bargaining and we were at the table with the company. I'm just going to keep it all generic. And
Fair.
We had just too many people to be able to sit at the table. So we needed one volunteer to sit in the back row. Well, I'm figuring I don't want to be ass to ankles at the table. I would rather have some leg room and, an elbow room in the back row to myself. So I decided to do that. But the problem is with having no place to put the laptop and the fact that I have T-Rex arms, I've
never known. But for your self-conscious purposes, I've never noticed that. If I was asked to describe you or draw you, I would not draw you with short arms.
Okay. Well, it at least felt like it because I put the laptop in my lap, and then I want to sit back in the chair so I'm not like totally hunched over. And you can see in this picture, which one of the guys on our side at the table while we were bargaining took the picture of me because he thought I looked so funny, which nice. I find hilarious because, those rooms can be like, you've been in those rooms. Those rooms can be very heavy in terms of just, like stuffy and all that type of stuff. So to have that type of thing where he's like, hey, Rick looks kind of funny, I'm going to take a picture, is great. But like, because I have to have I'm on my tiptoes because my arms can't reach the laptop if my feet are flat on the ground. And like my neck is non-existent. Like it literally looks like the southern extension of my head. Like it is. Yeah. I mean, at least I look like an adult. Like,
you got big boy pants and big boy shoes on.
Yeah. Sam bought me those. So that's how that happened.
Yeah. Sam, if you're in here, I need that link. I like those shoes. Those nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've got those in like a black shoe too. So like same with her. It's it's really nice.
All right, I need that. I need that link.
But yeah, so then I felt kind of ridiculous. And then also just because of like where the doors were, I had to be the first person out every time. But I was definitely a little bit self-conscious when I'm like sitting there kind of hunched over and then like trying to take notes on God knows what everybody's saying or specific people. You never know. So like, yeah. But yeah, so I appreciated, I'll shout out Tom for being the person that did that. Oh yeah, Steve did buy those shoes.
No, that's probably out of my budget then.
I'm a jerk.
Yeah, I'm out of my budget.
I'm also just jerks. I don't remember anything. I swear to God, the second I hit like maybe my mid-30s, my memory went to complete garbage.
I think it's because you've got so much, like when you're younger, you don't have as much filling your head. Like when you're 10, you have 10 years of memories, 15 years. And when you get to 30, you're like, what do I have to keep?
I used to have good long-term memory. Like my short-term has kind of always not been great, but my long-term was good. I don't know what happened, man. It is absolute garbage now. And it's like a total bit between me and Sam. And by a bit, I mean something that annoys her, and it absolutely should.
It's a bit to you and it's an annoyance to her.
Yes.
Fair enough. I think you look good in that picture.
Thank you.
You know, It's funny you mentioned you have short arms. Now I'm going to look for that. Are you like MLB The Show 16, where everyone's like,
Yeah, I know.
that was
right?
like the one thing the show couldn't get right for years.
Yes.
Was arm length.
Or I just always think of like Kyle Korver, because like that was his thing. Like they're like, why can't he be a good defender? Well, he's not athletic, and his arms, he's basically a T-Rex out there. But it's also why he's a good shooter, because he has less arm to have to, actually do anything with.
That's fair. Yeah. I've got two more little things. I went to Los Angeles with my cousins tonight. Loved it. My cousins, Stacy, Katie, and Lizzie. They're like, we haven't seen you in a while. Let's go to Los Angeles. I'm like, done. So I went there, and I didn't place the whole order, because if it was me, I would have done sausage, pizza, and fries. My cousin Stacy ordered the Kathy salad. And I said to you before the show that if there's an unhealthy salad that is not breaded, the Kathy salad from Los Angeles, 95th in California, for those keeping record at home, this would be it. This is, you see those little white strips on there? That's pizza cheese.
Oh.
So they literally take the mozzarella pizza cheese, put it on there. They've got the hot peppers on top, sprinkled with oregano and Italian spices.
Nice.
Olives, which I didn't hate as much as I thought I would.
Okay.
Mushrooms, tomatoes, lettuce, and then there's jardinere on that too.
Okay.
Let me tell you, man. I'm never getting it again, but it was a pretty damn good salad. I was very impressed by it. Like, I think anytime someone orders something, I'm willing to try it now. Like, I've gotten to that point of bravery where I'm like, all right, like, what's the worst that happens? I don't love it. Fine.
Yeah.
But I don't want to miss out on something good, and I'm glad I didn't. So that's the Kathy salad at Los Angeles. And then we went to Gabe's place. I sent you this picture this weekend.
Yeah.
This is in Glenwood. It's our favorite diner. Go a couple times a month. Great old school Greek diner. Millions of people in there all the time. Great service, great food, good prices. I went to the washroom and I came out and I saw their pop machine. And here's the pop machine. And I had to sneak a photo of it.
Okay.
I love
Cola.
generic sodas. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Thunder, and they're always Dr. Pepper, almost always.
Yeah.
But the pop fountain at Gabe's place in Glenwood had Dr. Popper and my new favorite, Splice.
For all the editors out there, Splice.
I have never seen Splice or Dr. Popper before.
Never.
Splice is obviously the Sprite Slice combo.
Oh, that's great.
But here's what's clutch. RC Cola, obviously great.
Yes.
But a lot of times when you get the RC machine, you get Diet Right.
Yeah.
This is Diet RC.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is a home run. So I think they probably use the actual brand names and just have the labels on there. But I thought Dr. Popper and Slice, that delighted me to no end.
That's
I was very
really
happy
good.
with that.
Oh, God, that's fair. That would be a job I would love. Come up with the generic name of whatever a product is. I would love that. That's a job for Herb.
Oh, hell yes.
That would be all the varietals on the Twitter that we came up with for ASAP Rocky, by the way, were so funny.
Eventually Apollo Creed.
Instant Drago was mine. Oh God, those were so stupid. But
all right, I have found on sodaloverswiki.fandom.com a list of Dr. Pepper knockoffs.
Okay.
Dr. Slice, Dr. Skipper, Dr. Shasta. I believe Shasta is Dollar Tree.
I think so.
Dr. Best, Dr. Pops with a Z,
which means it's cool.
Then there's Dr. Pop.
Okay.
Peppo. Mr. Pibb.
Yeah.
Pibb Extra.
Okay.
Dr. Fago. Dr. Topper. Dr. Bob. Doc Holliday. I like that one.
Dr. Bob.
Pete, Dr. Bob.
That's
Doc
great.
Holliday. Dr. Pete. Just plain Doctor. Dr. W. Dr. K. Dr. Fiesta.
It's Gronks.
Country Doctor.
Oh, careful.
Dr. Cool. Dr. Thunder. Dr. Choice. Well, they're going to take that one away soon. Dr. Dazzle. Dr. 38. Dr. Perky. I've watched some videos with her.
Oh.
Dr. Celeste, Mr. Pig.
Mr. Pig. That's a weird tab when you get Mr. Pig and Dr. Perky.
How about this one? Real doctor.
Oh.
But Dr. Popper is not on here. I don't think it
so
is.
Funny.
I'm gonna have to send this in.
Real doctor with that real doctor disdain that every doctor has for you.
There are so many of these. Dr. Murphy, Dr. Physicist
Hey.
with a Fizz.
Not far enough.
I like Dr. Physicist. That one's good. There's so many. Should we do this? We could do this.
Psychiatrist.
There are Sprite ones too. Let's see the Sprite ones. Right. Spritz.
Okay.
Sprint Lemon. You had bad service with that one.
Yeah.
SPRYT.
Did PJ Fleck come up with that one?
I think so, yes. Spring Smile. Here's the worst one. Sport. SHPORT. Sport.
Shouldn't there be like a C? So it's like, I don't like that.
No. Oh my God. Oh, Shasta is at Menards too. Daniel says that's
okay.
right. That is a
Okay.
Menards. That's a Menards brand. But yes, Dr. Popper and Splice available at Gabe's in Glenwood. Go check it out. But honestly, jokes aside, Gabe's is like a top. It's like a Mount Rushmore place for us. We love it. So
okay.
yes.
All right. I got clearance mid podcast to talk about this.
Oh.
So Sam for a while was getting worried because she had an eye that was twitching.
Okay.
And
Happens
it was
to me every day. So
yeah, it was like pretty consistent. So she was starting to get worried about it. And was like, okay, so what can, like looking up everything, because that's always the best thing you can do is look up a symptom online.
Can I just intervene real quick?
Yes.
It's usually caused by stress.
Yeah.
You're getting married in less than a month.
Oh, yes.
You're getting married to Rick Camp.
Well, fair. Doesn't matter when that is. That's stressful enough. Yeah. So that was definitely a big part of it. But somehow in the Googling, Sam found you need iron. You need just basically for someone that doesn't eat beef or pork, just things you would usually get from such things.
Sure.
So Sam ate a cheeseburger and magically, not immediately, but the twitching faded away. So a cheeseburger has saved a life.
Thank you. Once again, cheeseburgers re-2-pecked.
Yep.
How did that go? Did she hate it?
No, every once in a while, if I have something that looks really good, she'll be like, can I have a bite?
Okay. So what was the reason that she doesn't typically eat it? Is it a health concern or just
liking animals?
Oh, I mean, cows don't do anything. Chickens are more entertaining than cows.
I don't know. Chick-fil-A doesn't even use chickens for their commercial.
That's true.
They purposely go to cows.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Where was the burger from?
Oh God, I don't even remember.
Okay, but it wasn't like a Big Mac or something. It was a legit burger.
No, it wasn't a Big Mac or anything like that. Sam's probably downstairs furiously typing. Was this you idiot?
Yeah,
mind you.
I'm telling you, the Corrections podcast is coming soon.
Oh, I know.
Starring Sam and Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a lot of fun. Bona, there you go.
Oh, that's a good burger. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I knew it wasn't like Culver's or Portillo's or something. I knew it was a little different, which is why I didn't even try to guess.
There you go.
But yeah, so a cheeseburger saved her life. And I know we got to get to Ask Fat, but I have one more thing that I just want to do a shout out to the Kinder chocolate out there, because everybody thinks of the hazelnut version and that stuff's geared to kids and whatever, but that's the Kinder Bueno, but the Kinder chocolate, which has in candy, whenever they say milk inside of it.
Yeah.
Their version is awesome.
Okay.
It's absolutely legit. And if you go to 7-Eleven right now, the the like bigger size of it is like buy one, get one for $1. So they're usually like $3 a pop, and you essentially get them for $2 a pop.
See, I never like Kinders because I hate that. Like the eggs are so like, it's so much work for so little payoff.
Oh, okay.
But that sounds.
I think it's absolutely worth a try. Like I think it's quality chocolate.
Yeah, because it's from Europe.
Yeah.
It's like the Cadbury chocolate is better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's really worth it, especially when there's that deal right now. So if it was just regular price, don't know that I would be choosing it. But when I saw it on sale for the first time, I'm like, let me try this, just whatever. And I was like, oh, this is like good.
Okay. I mean,
so yeah, like some of those things that try to be milk or claim to try to be milk or some whatever, like in candy can be a little funky.
Yeah.
But I feel like
I
feel like they kind of nail it with this one.
Okay. All right. I spent an embarrassing amount of time in 7-Eleven the other night because there's one right on Racine and Adams. So I usually take Racine to Taylor and cut over to the Dan Ryan.
Okay.
So if I'm starving and I don't want to go through a drive-through, which I'm trying to be better about, I go to that 7-Eleven just to get a little like treat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in there for like, I'm not kidding, like 10 minutes.
Dude,
Think about 10 minutes in a 7-Eleven. That's when like they start to call the cops.
Yeah, kind of. But the thing is, what's cool about 7-Elevens, little different things in each one. It's not like it's uniform. Like some of them will have more extra, like either a extra Chex Mix varietal or something like that. And some of them will have more of some type of candy versus sweet versus salty versus whatever. That I don't know why they choose what they choose, but like you can get different stuff at different ones, and sometimes there's different deals per location. So like sometimes it's worth, hitting up a couple in your area. Like I have one closer to the house. There's one closer to work. There's one like kind of that was on my way when I lived in Lombard and I would drive to work. So, there's a few.
Yeah, I got one right by my parents, and then right outside work are the two I usually hit. And then there's one on like, I guess it would be Oak Forest, kind of if I don't take the highway home from my parents that I pass. And there's always, it seems like a place where new stuff is always tried out too.
Yes.
And that's where I was like, do I want sweet? Do I want salty? Like, what do I want? And I actually ended up going with the Reese's Big Cup that has the mini Reese's Pieces in it. I know you hate it.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
But imagine instead of peanut butter, it's a texture you like.
Yeah.
And a taste you like. And then it's also got mini M&Ms in it.
Okay.
So like that texture of the crunch of a Reese's chocolate, the texture of the peanut butter, and then the crunch of the little mini Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Outstanding. I love the big cups are insane. I love those so much. All right. We got to hit Ask a Fat, but first we got to tell you about our friends at Nick and Ivy Brewing in historic downtown Lockport, 1026 South State Street. Another busy week at Nick and Ivy. Member Monday was today, obviously. Tomorrow they're open 3 to 9. Wednesday, same hours with Name That Tune trivia at 7 p.m. This Saturday, live music by Bob Hartwell from 7 to 10. And, of course, open Sunday from 11 to 8. Head out there, try a ton of their new drinks, including that lemon beer they came out with just a couple weeks ago. Really good stuff. Everything they make is absolutely outstanding. The Nick Wit is the lemon beer that came out right before Valentine's Day. But all the flagship beers there are insane as well. And one of my favorite things about Nick and Ivy, and we say this all the time, but, with craft beer culture can be a little bit pretentious and annoying sometimes.
Yeah.
Not at Nick and Ivy. It's a great place to hang. The vibes of a townie bar with the beer quality of a top-notch craft brewery. It's the best of both worlds. So go check them out. Follow them on Facebook, facebook.com/Nick and Ivy Brewing. Again, go visit them, 1026 South State Street in downtown Lockport. Pablo says, if you guys said where you'll be getting your punchkis from, I get them from my Aunt Joe every year, and I just placed my order, 4 dozen.
Nice.
Because I can order as many as I want from Aunt Joe, and she'll make them for me.
Dude, the one year when you brought them into the station, that made me hate life a little bit less that day.
Yeah, my Aunt Joe has been on the news before making her punchkis. She's been on Fox and WGN, and her and my uncle Fran, they're my godparents, and they wake up early in the morning with their daughters and their sisters and just work their asses off and fill orders for the community. They're free. They do it out of the kindness of their heart, and they are the best. They're just strawberry, very simple, like 2 bite-sized punchkis, but oh my God, they are the absolute best. So, yep, that's where I'm getting them from.
Let's see. Probably last year we started the tradition at work of Brett and I making a run down to Orland Park Bakery, so we'll probably do that.
That's a good move. I saw Stan's is already selling them.
Oh.
I think this year is the latest Easter can be. I think it's April 20th.
Is it really?
I think it's that late, yeah.
Wow.
When is Easter 2025? Yeah, April 20th.
Wow, okay.
So it's a late Easter.
Yeah.
So, but we got to get there so we can get the Culver's walleye. Let's go. I'm ready. And I'm also ready to ask the Fats. Are you?
Of course.
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 1 week since my last confession.
Okay, my son. What is your confession?
I'm fat.
Ask a Fats brought to you by Charlie the Bacon Guy, charliethebaconguy.com. Go there, buy bacon.
Thanks, Jay. This week we have applewood smoked bacon, maple pepper, cherry Dr. Pepper, buffalo, Nashville hot, and chorizo. Those updates to the website and menu availabilities will be done soon. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But if you wanted a batch of something that's going to go away, get it now. Because once that change is made, I won't be doing any special flavors unless you're in the Bacon of the Month Club. Bacon jams are the original, the bourbon, and the spicy. Oh, and a pineapple. There is one pineapple bacon jam left.
Yum.
Keep an eye out for all the R&D stuff happening. And remember, if your orders are over $75 and I have some R&D stuff in stock, you are welcome to it. But your order's got to be over $75. Don't forget about your promo code if I'm fat for 10% off all of your orders at charliethebaconguy.com. Go there, check it out. Check out how the new one's going to look in some time here. But go check it out, place your orders. And for the Bacon Report, I'm Charlie the Bacon Guy.
Yes, go there, get your bacon, charliethebaconguy.com. What we got? I wonder if Charlie's still in here. If they apply the code and the 10% takes them under 75, do they still get the R&D stuff?
Ooh,
I think they should.
true.
Rick, what do you think?
Yes.
All right, you've been overruled. You have to honor it. Sorry, Charlie. Those are the rules. 2-1. This is a democracy. For now. All right, Ask a Fat. Ready? We got emails. Let's do them.
Ask a Fat about this and that. It's time to chat with the Fats.
All right, again, if you want to leave us a voicemail, the number is 708-858-3314. Email imfatpod@gmail.com. As I look over to the note I've had on my bulletin board for 277 episodes, I will eventually remember the phone number. All right, I got a quick one, and then I'll read one from our unpaid producer, Russ Schneider. By the way, Russ, you're in the chat. Did you ever get your free t-shirt? Comment yes or no, and if you have not, I'll take care of it. Okay, Matt in Cincinnati says, Arby's, potato cakes and ham are back. I checked the Arby's website.
Okay.
Did not see ham. So I will investigate.
But potato cakes?
I didn't even look. Don't care.
Okay.
All I care about are the hot ham and cheese. That's all I care about at Arby's. That's it. And then we got from Russ. He says, a few Ask-A-Fats based on last week's episode. Why did Hope and Sam not join you at Fogo de Chão? Did you not want them to see what you were eating, or did they not want you to see what they would eat? Or was it the more likely option, scheduling, or just you wanted some Jay and Rick time? It was more of a cost situation.
Yeah.
And especially as no beef, no pork or beef for Sam, no beef for Hope. It's kind of money wasted on those two.
Yeah.
Hope also can't eat shrimp because she's allergic, so even that wouldn't be totally worth it for her. So it was.
And
more of a
you
financial consideration.
even turned down shrimp.
I did.
They offer, was it bacon wrapped shrimp?
No, I think it was cocktail shrimp.
cocktail
Oh, no,
shrimp.
yes, you're right. There was bacon wrapped shrimp.
Yeah.
That was very hard to turn down, but I love my wife.
Look at you.
You never know. If there's a 1% chance I don't have shrimp.
Yeah.
Shrimp's good. It's not that good.
Fair.
Thank you.
Fair.
Yeah. So that was it. It was more of a,
Mhm.
is it worth it to bring them kind of a thing? If they wanted to come, they were more than welcome, but I just didn't think it interested either of them.
Right.
And then Russ continues, I'm shocked you didn't like the Post Malone Oreo. When I first had them, I thought they were just okay, but as I had more of them over the next few days, I found I love their complexity. Has your opinion on them changed since last week? Russ, I can be honest with you. I have not. The box is still there in our pantry, and I have not touched it since I ate that first one.
Same for me. Now, I do wonder, because I think we are in the minority of not liking these overall.
Okay.
I wonder for me if the overwhelming smell kind of ruined it for me.
Maybe.
I think that's a definite possibility. But man, like I just did not. It was not for me. And you would think it would be.
Yeah. I'll have another one when the show ends. I'll go upstairs and grab one because there's plenty left. I don't think anyone's touched them since we opened them, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. Our other one here is from our friend SH712.
It's a robot.
Or as I call the robot. Shh. Hello, fellow fats. God, I'm an idiot. Work has brought me to lovely, beautiful Harvey, Illinois this week.
Ooh.
On Monday, I stopped by the now twice mentioned Dave's Hot Chicken and realized I was in Jay's stomping grounds when I saw the Homewood art wall.
Yep.
I have to agree with all of Jay's reviews of the place. The staff was awesome. The hot flavor was very hot, but extremely flavorful, and the portions are huge. Can't wait to go back. As for the question, I believe I will be in the area for work quite a bit more and would like maybe a top 3 or 5 food places I can grab lunch at, please. I know there's the lovely I'm Fat map, but I'm a lazy fat, and this is much easier. Thank you. P.S. When I'm traveling out of the state for work, I use Reddit to find legit reviews and suggestions for food places. It's a great life hack.
Okay. You want 3 places in Homewood that I can recommend with confidence. Number 1 is Lassen's. Rick has been there.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. 2131 183rd Street. My favorite wings on the planet. They just do wings perfectly.
And
bone-in, traditional buffalo wings. If you get the boneless, understand, as Rick learned the hard way, their boneless wings are tenders.
Yes. Yes, they are.
So they're
and not
giant.
small tenders.
I have to say, in all honesty, and I love Lassen's,
Mm-hmm.
I think the boneless wings are The regular wings are freaking dynamite, but everything there is good. The Jaybird sandwich is like a fried chicken sandwich with jalapenos and cheese. Burgers are great. Like everything there is outstanding. So Lassen's, the BNY Deli, Bergstein's New York Deli, 18064 Martin Avenue, matzo ball soup, pastrami, corned beef, those sort of things. They also have like chicken parm if you're not into those things.
Mm-hmm.
They've got grilled peanut butter and jelly. If it's a sandwich, they've got it. They've got like traditional Italian subs, ham and cheese, clubs, those sort of things. So BNY. And then Burrito Express, right on Dixie Highway across from the library. You want to talk about your typical walk-in, order a burrito, order a bunch of tacos out the door for, under $15. Burrito Express is awesome. It's quick. You can dine in there too if you want. They've got good lunch, but they'll bring you chips and salsa. But really good, super reliable, traditional, hole-in-the-wall Southside Mexican food place. So those are the 3. Burrito Express, Lassen's, and BNY Deli.
Nice.
How's that?
I think that's a thorough list.
I agree.
All right. Follow us on all of our social media at I'mFatPod, I'mFatPod@gmail.com. Check out Spotify. You can watch video there now, too, in case you're not watching the video live with us, which you should be doing. I'mFatMerch.com. You can get all of our merch. It could be a shirt. It could be a coffee cup. It could be many different things. Or even if you don't want our merch, look for someone else's merch, but use our link because we get a kickback.
Yep.
That always helps. YouTube.com/I'mFatPodcast. Subscribe, like each video. And then, hey, even if you watched us live, just let it run in the background. Help us out with the old hours consumed that we need help with. always because, hey, juking numbers is great. Speaking of, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, and resubscribe to the regular podcast feed and leave us the 5-star rating and review. Those are great. And check out our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, Fredo's Culinary Kitchen, and Nick and Ivy Brewing. So for Jay, I'm Rick, and this is the I'm Fat Podcast.
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.